Good morning, Maxim.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Thanks for talking to me today.
You're always welcome.
You know, you have agreed very bravely to expose the ugly truth about the marriage agency industry, about what actually happens, because you worked in one of the bad agencies that are based on conning and scamming, you know, fraudulent activity to get money from Western men.
Yes, because somebody should to tell the truth, and I think the God will tell me maybe thanks, yes, because I made this.
Well, I agree with you. You know, the truth shall set the industry free, I think.
Yes.
You're very brave to come forward and expose the ugly truth about the marriage agency business. That in fact there are men as translators pretending to be women in these agencies, writing letters. And foreign man thinks he's writing to Sveta, for example, but really he's writing to a man translator in a marriage agency. Yes?
Yes.
You worked in this marriage agency for, what, 1 year?
Yes, approximately during 1 year I'm in this business, and I saw a lot different strange situations, yes, regarding my ex such agencies, yes, where I was trying to be a translator only to make good things, yes, but as I understood, a lot of such agencies are only making money because of this, and that's all. Because somebody should to tell this. That's not brave. That's honest.
Somebody needs to tell the ugly truth,
of course,
and set the industry free.
Open the eyes
of foreign man, so he understands that if he's going to reply to these beautiful women on websites in Ukraine, like models, if they look like a model, they're very popular. Many men write them.
Of course, hundreds.
And Sveta, she has time, for example, beautiful Sveta on the website, she has time to reply to 10 men per day.
At the same time.
As working in 1 or 2 jobs, and maybe she has child, she has no time.
Of course.
So what does the industry do? They get translator, it's normal practice, they get translator to pretend she or he is Sveta.
Look, they could, for example, take only photos, and they could make a little, create an account of Sveta. Yes, when she has birthday, for example, where she's living, and some photos of her, good photos, yes. At the same time, the Sveta could be in different websites, for example, yes, at the same time online, and at the same time answering on questions of 10 foreigners, for example, during 5 minutes. That's impossible.
Impossible. And the truth of this industry is that often the translator that's replying, pretending to be Sveta, is a man.
Yes.
That's the truth.
Translators are sitting on the account of Sveta and answering the questions and
replying to the emails. And how many times is there many men pretending to be women in replying on behalf of Sveta in this business?
Hundreds of maybe more, really.
And why a man would do it? A man pretending he's being a woman, replying to a man.
No, because he have no job, and he knows only foreign languages, and maybe he's sitting without diploma at home, and he need to take somewhere money, yes, and such approach makes from him scam.
And because it's very good money to be a translator if you speak and write English.
If you are a liar, you could make good money, of course.
And the psychology is also man knows how man thinks.
Yes, but
so he can be a very effective email or letter writer.
He's very careful, and that's why he's trying. Maybe sometimes, of course, he's make mistakes, and people understand that something wrong with it, you know. But during the time, his practice increase, and
he can make mistakes because he not only pretend he's Sveta, he pretend he may be 10 or 20 other women.
Yes.
And he must write and pretend he many women, so he can get
he became
confused.
Yes, and he began to think like Sveta. After some time, I think he's not a man.
Maxim, you worked in marriage agency for about a year. So you see how this business works.
Yes,
You think this is a good business or a bad business, the marriage agency industry?
No, I think, for example, if you want to make money, yes, and you're a liar, it could be good business, but God see everything. That's why if you, for example, trying to help people to find the love, that's maybe not so good business, yes, but that's honest, and this is humanity.
How do you mean? If you're trying to help people find love, it's a good thing, of course.
Yes, of course.
But how many agencies really care about helping men find a good woman for love?
I think only 20% from 100.
Really? So 80% of marriage agencies you think only care about money?
Of course.
So for a Western man looking to find love in Ukraine, a beautiful woman for love and marry her, he better be careful, make sure he find a good agency.
Of course.
That's most important thing, you think?
Yes, yes.
Let's talk about the woman, Ukrainian woman, girl that comes into marriage agency. A lot of them, we were talking before, you think, coming in because foreign man has dollars in his pocket, like you say. Ukrainian man has hryvnia in his pocket.
Yes, and they will select, of course, dollars, not hryvnias.
So, of course, foreign man makes more money and is a better provider. And so, what percent of Ukrainian women you think coming to marriage agency to find a man for money, not for love, and for maybe escape Ukraine, because it's difficult economic times here?
I think approximately 60% of such, from 100%, yes. 60%, yes, coming only to take a lunch, to spend good time, because she has no money, she has no job, and but she's beautiful.
And gifts, of course. It's very common, Western men bring nice, expensive gifts.
Yes, this is one of the integrated part, the gifts, of course.
So you think 60% of Ukrainian girls coming to marriage agency come for money and gifts?
I think yes.
And 40% come for
As I saw,
love?
Yes.
And you saw it. So this is the second tip for foreign man, Western man, is that he must be very careful when he meets a girl in agency.
Of course.
That this agency should be very good at screening the girl, talking to them, have psychologists on the team to make sure she's a good girl, come for love, not for money.
I believe after a few such meetings, she is practiced, yes, and she makes it good. She's laughing, she's sitting like a normal girl, but after, for example, spending with you a day, she has a lot of such propositions for another days. And why she need to pay, for example, for a lunch? Today she could eat in Greek restaurant. Tomorrow she could go with another guy to eat in Italian restaurant. Yes. Tomorrow she could obtain flowers. Day after tomorrow she could go maybe to spend time on the sea. Why not?
Especially the really beautiful girls, right? That get a lot of interest in many men.
Of course, because such girls has a lot of propositions.
So you have to be very careful if she's really, really beautiful.
Very careful, of course. You need to talk with her, you need to understand. That's all. Not to show all your pocket.
Yes. Be careful spending money quickly on her.
Of course. If you come to spend money, that's...
You can have many girls, yeah?
Of course.
So there's a lot of, honestly, there's a lot of girls in Ukraine looking to get out of Ukraine for a better life. It's true?
Oh, yes, yes.
On the streets of Ukraine, you can find many beautiful Ukrainian girls happy to go with foreigner, marry foreigner, and leave country.
Yes.
So you really need a marriage agency that is about honesty and love and good matchmaking. Otherwise, it's shark-infested waters. It's very good chance foreign man get with wrong girl for wrong intention, not serious intention, if he's not careful. It's true?
Yes, of course it's true, because he should be careful. Because if he have no practice, for example, in such agency, could be such situation when he will only spend money for these girls. No, if it is maybe for somebody it is interesting, yes, to give meal for for every beautiful girl. Yes, if this aim is his aim, he could make it. Why not? But I think people who are coming to such agencies, they are thinking about love. They are really coming and telling honestly that they want to marry, and a lot of people are liars, and of course they will see this thing in him that he is trying, and they are sure that he will go and he will select a lot of girls, and these girls will, if she tell, oh, I like this Italian restaurant, I always dreaming about it, of course he will go and meet her in this restaurant.
So he must be careful. Let's talk about another point of this industry. Maxim, what do you think about a lot of foreign men coming to Ukraine to marry their daughter? Like, he's 60 and he wants to marry a girl that's 30. What do you think about this? And what advice you would give Western men, speaking honestly and frankly about this subject?
At first, I think that's business. This is business. If, for example, a 25 years old girl is working with a 60 years old guy, yes, because of course this is money.
So it's not love.
Not love. This is little taking from him money. That's all.
She reeled him in
Of
because of her beauty. He fell for her, the Beauty and the Beast.
She thinks that her beauty is money. Her beauty means to obtain money.
So if a Western man is 60 years old and he's coming to Ukraine and he's really looking to fall in love and to get married and have a long, happy marriage, what do you think maximum age difference he should be looking for?
I think the normal distance in age is 15. Maximum. That's 20 years. But this is in very not so often.
Yes. So it's not normal for a Ukrainian girl to marry a man with more than 20 years age difference. In Ukraine, it's not normal. 15 years kind of maximum difference, yes?
No, yes, but everything could be. Everything could be, because if people, if this guy, for example, is interested, really interested, he saw a lot, that's interesting to communicate with him for this girl, and every time she knows something new and she see his internal life, everything could be.
I'll say, you have a friend, Maxim, I think you tell me about, he's 62.
Yes.
And he's with a girl, how old?
He had a lot of meetings because he passed through a lot of such dating agencies and
American man, yes?
Yes, this American guy. As for me, this is friend, and I'm against that somebody will lie to him, yes, and somebody will take from him money because of this, because he's a real good and interesting guy, yes, and he was young too, and he saw a lot. He has two ex-wives, yes, and daughter, a good daughter, and he's really interesting. But a lot of girls are only taking from him meal, gifts, and sometimes money.
And what age of girl he's seeing, he's dating?
Cool.
He's 62, and
He's 62, and this girl was 30 years old, 25 years old, maybe 26 years old, and such.
because when this big age difference, how can there be, sexual chemistry between 25 and 62-year-old? It's not the recipe, it's not formula for success, you think?
Of course.
It's interesting for her, she gets gifts and free meals, and maybe to talk to him might be interesting for a little bit, but can be successful love and marriage.
No, successful, no, I think, because if you have unlimited pocket with money, of course it could be successful, but no, as for me, I will be not glad to spend my ages when I will be, for example, 60 years old with a girl who is thinking only about money. Yes, she is not listening me, she is not understand me, she don't know my internal life, and that's not.
Who wants that? It's a very shallow relationship, only on surface. It's not about love. This kind of
business.
Age difference. It's a business proposition. So as long as foreign man understands this, it's not love. It's basically sex for money.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Yes, being straight.
Yes.
And if Western man wants this and he's okay with this, well, it's his choice.
That's his choice.
There's many women in Ukraine he can have this with. Yes.
Yes.
Maxim, what advice would you give to foreign man, Western man, coming to the Ukraine, looking for love, looking for a good girl to marry? What advice you would give him?
Maybe if you find, for example, this agency in website, yes, you need to see the comments at first. Maybe you could contact with these guys who send these comments. Yes, what is their opinion, because they already have a practice in this regarding this.
Talk to
agency.
like previous clients.
Of course.
Make sure.
Why? I think no reason to talk at first with the agency, yes, or to talk with the guy. No, but of course with the guy who has already practiced, because he saw something, he was speaking already with them, and he knows something about them.
It's good advice, I think.
Yes.
Good tip.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Any other tips you would give? You were saying on this street we are right now.
Not pay money at the first meeting to them. Yes, because at first see result, then pay money.
That's another good. But most marriage agencies will not do this. They want money now,
yes,
upfront.
but they're giving to you reporting documents, for example, invoices and so on. You need to take from them documents regarding their business, and in the case of bad result, you need to maybe to go to police and to obtain your money back. Because no result, such agency has a possibility to give you act of fulfilled works. You know, because they made their work, you are already married, of course, the job is done.
That's good, very, very good sage advice. When you say no result, do you mean maybe bad result even? Maybe tell us a little bit about what happens in the marriage agency
the
business.
result of agency is what? Dating agency, yes, what that mean?
They're looking for good dating and the good result, happy, good match and marriage.
The result is dating. Result is dating, marrying. Yes, and if you did not find, anybody, I think if you pass through, for example, 5 meetings with a girl, for organizing of this, for organizers for this meeting, you already paid. Yes, and if the result is 0. I think they should return you 50% of your money, because that will be honest, that will be true. They are making something they are trying to find. But of course, maybe that's a problem was maybe in you, yeah, that you are searching for a princess without bad sides. No, of course, problem is also could be in you. But
and maybe you're looking for too young a girl, so you're having more problems.
Yes, of course.
Maxim, let's talk about the scams that happen in the marriage agency business, because you see them firsthand. You know, like with flowers and limousine service and gifts and all this. Let's talk about the flower scam. Let's say Robert in America, he meets the Sveta, beautiful Ukrainian picture, and he is talking to her on internet. He thinks he's talking to her, but he's really talking to a man. But now he has feelings, or he wants to send some flowers. Let's talk about this flower scam.
No, this situation looks like at first the owners come into the Sveta and asking what you want. Of course, she's flowers or money. She said, of course, money. They are coming to the store with flowers, making only a photo with flowers. Yes. From this foreign guy, they are taking, of course, in 3 times more price.
The price of the flowers, they charge 3 times.
Of course, maybe more, maybe in 5 times, because this guy don't know the price of the real price of these roses. Maybe they said that these flowers will be just from garden, will be the freshest in all country.
Yes.
And they're sending the photo to Robert with the flowers.
Oh, you think? Oh, and Sveta very happy in photo.
My flowers already sent it to Sveta, and they given to Sveta approximately maybe $10 from the 90 maybe dollars which this Robert sent, and
$10 to Sveta.
Yes,
An agency keeps the balance, the $80.
Rest, yes, of course, because they were that was their idea. That's why. Yes.
Maxim, thank you very much for talking to me
You're
today.
always welcome, and that will be true. That will be good to tell the truth, and be careful, foreign people.
Hey, it's Joe here. How are you doing? Listen, I wanted to talk to you openly and personally for a moment here. Maybe you're like I was, divorced 2 times and just really distraught and given up on ever finding your other half, a soulmate, your best friend, somebody that's amazing, smart, sexy, talented, educated woman that will rock your world in more ways than you can imagine. I've found that, and I wish you to find that. I fervently believe the best women, the best wives are in the Ukraine here. And when I first came to the Ukraine, I went around from agency to agency, countless agencies, and talked to countless women. And that's why I'm doing this video interview series for you now, is so that you can uncover and discover the path for your success. I believe 90% of your success will depend on one thing. The other 10% will depend on your education and the time that you put into understanding the Ukrainian mentality, mindset, and what they're looking for in a man to decide if you're that kind of man. The 90% of your success part, I fervently believe, is finding a matchmaking service that's private and personal and will look for your other half for you. That's going to avoid the landmines and the frauds and scams. So if you want to avoid all of that and the heartbreak and getting your pocketbook broken, I think that's the best thing you could do. If you've decided that's the path you want to pursue, then I'd be happy to share a couple of the diamonds in the rough agencies that I've uncovered here in the Ukraine that are all about private, personal matchmaking. I've met and know the owners, and I know they're genuine and real. So shoot me an email. I'll be happy to make a personal private introduction with you. I do make a referral fee, so you know up front. And I wish you all the best in your personal journey to find and marry the most incredible, amazing Ukrainian wife you could possibly imagine. That said, take care for now and all the best.